Hello everyone, today we'll be solving chapter Human Population, Global Resources and Conservation. This is the 25th chapter of Human Biology, Sylvia S.Mader, the 14th edition. Question number 1. When the carrying capacity of the environment is exceeded, the population will typically, if the carrying capacity is exceeded, the population will automatically decrease to the level of the carrying capacity. Question number 2, the growth rate of a population is equal to, so obviously it will be birth rate minus death rate. And a little on what is the carrying capacity. Carrying capacity, it is the maximum number of individuals that the environment can support with the resources available in that environment. For example, if the environment can support 2 million, that means that if the population grows to 5 million, there will be diseases, lack of food, lack of resources, and automatically this will decrease the number of people to regain the balance to the carrying capacity. Question number 3, the maximum growth rate of a population under ideal conditions is called the biotic potential. So I already said that carrying capacity, it is the limit that the environment can sustain. Fertility rate, it is number of children per woman, okay, or how much or how the average of what a woman can give birth to. Birth rate, obviously, is the number of babies being born. Death rate, the number of people dying. Which of the following is not a renewable energy? So we know that renewable resource. So we know that renewable resources, they don't run out. Unlike non-renewable resources that are exhausted, like fossil fuels, natural gases. So they're limited, but renewable energy like the sun, wind, technically they will only end when the world ends. Question, so which of these is not a renewable resource? It will obviously be fossil fuels. Question number 5. Which of the following indicates a need for water conservation? So I want a reason on why to conserve water. Other than the ethical reason, these are the environmental or biological reasons. Decreased recharge rate of aquifers. So we know that aquifers are aquifers are the water supplies that will, supply a well. Okay, they supply wells and they're basically like groundwater supplies. So if these do not return to their original water level after some time, then we know that there is no groundwater. Option B, formation of sinkholes. So sinkholes, as the name suggests, it's basically the ground sinking. When does that happen? When again no groundwater, that means the ground will be hollow. It being hollow, it will immediately form a sinkhole. Salt water intrusion. It's basically when, for example, freshwater supplies are contaminated with salty water. Increased agricultural runoff. So while you are watering your plants, if you spray too much water, you will just notice that the water is it's like trickling. Especially if you're on a slope, it can trickle down the slope. So you know that you use too much, and this is just water wastage. So all of these indicates a need for water conservation. Question number 6. Which of the following is biological magnification? In which of the following is biological magnification most pronounced? So what is biological magnification? It's basically when the concentration of pollutants, in our case, it increases along the food chain. So the concentration of something in the producers, it will be lower than the concentration of the same material in the fourth trophic level or the third trophic level. So it will be most pronounced at higher trophic levels. So it's the top organism of an aquatic food chains. And we know that it's more pronounced in marine life or aquatic life. That's why we some countries or some agencies they warn about consuming too much fish because of the heavy metals, lead, mercury build up, because biomagnification is happening in those fish, especially like they can advise against like bigger fishes because biological magnifications they might advise to eat smaller or aquatic life at a lower trophic level. Question number 7. Complete the following graph by labeling each bar with the cause of extinction from most influential to the least. So the most influential cause for extinction is habitat loss. So it will be A with almost more than 80%. And then it is going to be what do we say it? Alien species, okay? It's basically, for example, you take a flower that is not native, you take an organism that is not native to your habitat and you bring it, you introduce it into the habitat. It has no natural predators. It can have a high reproduction rate and does it just has an advantage over the remaining species, so it can lead to a loss of biodiversity. C, it is going to be B, it is hunting or poaching basically, and C, it